Waiting for it to connect on the consigners page. Maybe. Okay. Is yours live in your group yet, Ruthie?
No, not yet.
Okay. We might need to put in, might have to change it and see if that will help. This mine is not, it's not starting on the consigner page either.
But it's on our it's on the main page though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it shows it's sending data. Okay, I'm going to try one thing. See if we can get it going on our consigner pages. And if not, then we will just go ahead and start. Okay, and I'm going to try yours, Ruthie, and see if that will work. Hey, everybody. If you are joining us, we are just trying to make sure that our stream is also live on the consigner group as well. There is something that has been glitching to where the consigner group is not connecting. And it's weird because I tried it earlier and it started. Okay. If it doesn't, it's still saying sending data. So
I guess we can just share from our main page into our groups when it's done.
Yeah, we'll just
like last week.
I have no idea what's going on. But we'll go ahead and get started. Other than this glitching, how's your day been?
Good. Just I'm knee deep into tagging.
Yeah.
Still tagging all the things. Every time I think I'm done, then I find a new batch. So I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that pile. What about you?
Well, we had a family reunion this weekend, so I am trying to recover from that, and then still tagging also. So I have some things to tag. So I'm excited about tonight's tagging with all of the books and games. I like tagging books.
Me too. It's so much easier.
That's one of my favorites. So I am, so I'm happy to do these tonight. So if you are joining us, go ahead and drop us a comment and let us know that you are here. I am going to just check over in my consigner group just to see. I already left a message, but I'm just going to see if there's any feedback there. But yeah, so we are here. We're going to do puzzles, games, and books tonight, and show you guys how to tag those things. So ready to get started, Ruthie?
Yep, I am ready.
All right, what you got?
All right, so we can start with, I have a book bundle. So I love tagging books as well, but then I also like doing the bundles because it's so much easier. Yes. So these are all similar in the topics. And so what I do, I use that ribbon. I call it party ribbon. I don't know what it's really called. Like that they hang the balloons with.
Mm-hmm.
So I just use that and bundle it together. It's about 3 books, so you can just like crisscross the ribbon to get it on there. And then I use masking tape to tape the tag because you can't do the shipping tape because that'll rip off
Right.
the cardboard or the titles or whatnot. So I always use either masking tape or painter's tape, but this is just colored masking tape that I use to get the tag on the back. Yep, this is a bundle. I love doing the book bundles.
Yeah, so that's a good point that the tags, whenever you're tagging books or even most of our games, anything that has that cover that can rip, to use either painter's tape or the masking tape. I prefer painter's tape all around or washi tape. That's my go-to. Our if it's something different than packing tape, but those are my tapes that I like to use. Painter's tape for almost everything, and then if it's something that just needs packing tape, but again, not on books. Not on books.
Right, on books.
Yes, that's my jam. So what I wanted to look at before I showed some of my books that are tagged is this. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see that? How it's like ripped.
Mm-hmm.
So it's ripped. This part is ripped. There's rips here, rips at the bottom. There's some marker on there. If you open this up, there's some other stuff. This would be considered a no thank you because it's all ripped. Mm-hmm. There you can see it better. So this would be a no thank you. So watch your paperback books. Look, for any ripping. If it's, like this one's all eaten up, that's going to be a no thank you.
Yeah.
So you watch for those.
You want to make sure the spine is still intact.
Yes. Mm-hmm. If there's a name inside, like, somebody inscribed something for a birthday, that's fine. But if it's, tearing, ripped like this, then it's going to be a no thank you. So just keep that in mind. I have a drawing book. So drawing books, coloring books, those are fine as long as the pages are not, used. They're not colored in, drawn in, torn out. So this book is intact. And I have this kind of thin painter's tape that I'm using. So I have that marked there or tagged there so that it doesn't rip the cover. And remember, a lot of times on these games and all of the things that are sold at JBF, a lot of times people use those things to give us gifts. So
right.
You want to make sure that you do not, use some type of tape that would tear,
like damage it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, damage it. I have this book right here also. This one is a book with a book jacket on it. And so sometimes maybe the book jacket itself is torn or messed up. You can just take that jacket off and just do the hard cover of the book, and then that would be fine. So if you have something that has a jacket that's kind of messed up, you can still sell it. Just take that jacket off and just use it as it is.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. You have any other books, Ruthie?
For the thinner book that I still want to do as a bundle, the ribbon won't always work as well for me. So if it's only like a couple of books, and I'll just use my masking tape all around and just go around like that. Mm-hmm. And then still put that tag on the back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm going to ask the group, do they prefer, do they like to bundle their books? Do they like to sell them separately? I know sometimes it just kind of depends, if to bundle, if not to bundle. I have a stack of Leapfrog books here. and they're all kind of the same. Well, I think it's two or three different sets of Leapfrog books. And so with these books, I would definitely bundle the
Yeah.
set on these and keep them together. But I also have, and you can put these in to bundle them. You can do just like Ruthie did by using the curly ribbon, using, painter's tape or masking tape to keep them together. You can put them, I've seen people put them in plastic Ziploc bags as
Yeah.
well. So those are all ways that you can keep those bundled together. I have another set that's like this in the, in
Yeah,
the
it comes in the box.
yeah. These I would keep together like this because my box is still in pretty good shape. But I have some other sets that we have that the boxes are like tore up. So on those, I would just take them and I actually would sell them individually. So for me, I like some of these series books. I like them individually instead of bundled together because sometimes people are just looking for like one in that series. And so if it's if it's in a nice jacket like this, it's all good. And so this could be regifted easily. I would keep it together. Otherwise, like I said, if it's a series, I would and it's not in a nice box or whatever, I would do them separately. That's my preference, just because like I said, I think sometimes people are looking for just that one.
Right.
And so I'd hate to lose out on that sale.
You have any more books? Are you ready?
I'm done with books.
All right.
I'm done with books. That is all I have to say about books. Now, if you guys have any questions about books, throw that in the chat.
Throw it in there. We'll answer. We'll see the answer.
Yes.
All right, so we can go into puzzles. I only have this one puzzle that I was tagging, but for the puzzles, I either put them in if they're small enough to fit in like the gallon size Ziploc bags, I put it in there. This one's a little too big, so what I do, I just make sure I kind of like tape down so that the pieces stay. And I just do it enough to where the shopper can still see, what kind of puzzle it is, what the end result will be. But we don't want pieces, somebody pick it up and pieces flying all over the floor. So that's what I do for my puzzles.
I like that. I was doing mine like that, like doing the saran wrap. So I
tried the saran wrap, but like these Melissa and Doug ones, they have the little handles. I don't know what it is, but it always pokes hole. And then me and saran wrap, we don't really get along anyway. So I was like, let me find another situation I can do. So that's what I came up with. So I do the masking tape or painter's tape for the puzzles.
Yeah, I like that. For puzzles, I also have a little puzzle here. So puzzles, make sure you have all of the pieces for your puzzles, put them together. You can also snap a picture of the puzzle and just do a quick printout. It could be in black and white or whatever, just showing that it's all put together. But just make sure that you have all of the pieces to the puzzle. So you can put them in a plastic baggie like this. This is easy to do. I would put some tape across the top of it. If you have a puzzle that has you still have the box, but it's kind of torn up or ripped, kind of messed up like this one is, although this is Lego, but you get the idea. If this was your box for your puzzle, you could also cut out the box top so that they can see what the puzzle's going to look like put together. I also had a puzzle. I wish I had it to show you guys, but it is in storage already. It is packed up and gone, but it was a wooden Paw Patrol puzzle. It was a wooden box with like 5 Paw Patrol puzzles, individual puzzles in there. And so I went through and they were all kind of small once you put them together, but I went through, had the kids put them all together, and then I, bunched them together, took a picture of it, and then printed that out so they could see.
Mhm.
Because from the box, it's just a wooden box. They couldn't. There's nothing on there to show what's inside. Um, so I printed that picture out so they could see, that it was 5 puzzles and what the puzzles look like. They're all intact. So that's something that you can do. Just make sure that your puzzle pieces and your game pieces are all there. It's nothing
Right.
more frustrating than to get home and find out that you're missing that one, piece. So, yeah.
For sure. I don't have any more puzzles. You have more puzzles?
No, I
Only
figured
have
that,
one.
like, they're
Yeah.
puzzles. Like, it's
Yeah.
not a whole lot to
Right.
say
I was
about
like,
them. It's, kind of the
Yeah,
same
one.
thing, but just make sure that those pieces are there. Oh, also, I guess there's a little bit more maybe. Like on these pieces, sometimes it starts to like come up, the paper starts to separate. So if it's something like that, then that would be a no thank you. So keep
Right.
that at home. Make sure that your puzzle pieces are good, or if they're all bent or whatever, or it's
Yeah,
torn
definitely.
some kind of way, that's a no thank you. Keep it at home. So make sure your puzzles are nice, and people will want to do something that they want to take home to their families and spend time with their families completely.
And it would be the same thing for like the infant and toddler puzzles. So if you were to use like shipping tape and then the cardboard part starts lifting or it gets scratched up, then yeah, that would definitely become a no thank you.
Yeah.
So make sure you're using, if you're going to use this way, make sure that you are using masking tape or the painter's tape so that when the shopper gets home and they, take that tape off, that they're not, the picture isn't ruined on the puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and if you find like the puzzle Ruthie had, if you find a bag that's large enough, you can also put it in the bag. So, or saran wrap. So yeah, that's all I have for puzzles. I don't have any other. I didn't bring any other puzzles.
Okay. All right, so we can move on to games. I only have the one game that I brought. For games, it will be the same thing as puzzles. You want to make sure all the pieces are there. If you need dice or the cards or whatever you need to play the game, make sure it's a complete game, because there's nothing like, you spent your money, you get home, and then you're missing a piece, which more than likely might be a vital piece, like the most important piece of the game. So make sure, just, do a quick look on the box, make sure that whatever you have in there, that's what, or whatever it says should be in there, that's what you have in there. So same as the puzzles, make sure all of the pieces are in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember I bought a game from like a garage sale. It's actually Clue. And so one of the like major pieces like is missing from it. So like I try to, like when the kids were younger and I would like try to play it and stuff, I try to do stuff. So because the piece that's missing, like you can kind of figure out like who done it, but I would try to like do stuff to try to trick them. Because I bought it from a garage sale, I didn't check it, and so it's nothing more frustrating. You get ready to play that game or do that puzzle, and then like it's like, wait a minute, I'm missing this piece.
Yeah. And then the same thing with the tag. Use the painter's tape for sure for the outside of the box. So you want to keep the box as nice as possible, because again, like Fran said, people might want to gift it to someone or just have it for their own family, and they want it to be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. For games, what did I do with that? Oh, it's hiding. Like, what did I do with that game? Again, make sure all those pieces are there, like Ruthie said. This is a game that I have. I would, other than making sure all the pieces are there, on this one, I'm probably not going to find, a bag big enough for it. I could saran wrap it. But what I would do with this one is just use that painter's tape and tape the sides down to make sure that it doesn't, get opened. Of course, shoppers can ask us to maybe open something at the front to check it out, but that way they're not opening it on the floor and pieces are coming up missing. Another thing that I like to do sometimes with some of my games and puzzles is if it's like in something like this, then I will also, it's probably overkill, but sometimes I'll bag up pieces within the box just in case it gets open or something like that. I don't want pieces flying out everywhere. But yeah, so this I would just tape the sides and everything so that it doesn't fall open, and then just place that tag on there. And yeah, so not a whole lot to say about puzzles, just making sure that they are intact. So, and if you have a game that maybe the box is looking like this, is all ripped up and stuff, you could take it out and put it in the Ziploc bag, and then either print a picture of what it looks like, or if it's Monopoly or something that's like people know what it is, you can put that description on the tag. So
okay. You have any more? I don't have any more.
Okay. I'll have a couple more. I'll keep going. So I keep showing this, torn up, beat up Lego box. So Legos are a hot item. It is they sell very well. So if you have, even just a bag of Legos, random pieces, you can, just put on your tag assorted Lego pieces.
Lego assortment. And they
buy them. So, but if you have Lego sets that you have, again, put it together. Make sure all of those pieces are there. That's a good activity for the kids to do to help you out. My kids are starting to revolt against putting together Legos. I'm like, we have so many Legos. I'm like, we have to get rid of these. I'm like, put them together. They're like, no, we're tired of Legos. But anyhow, put them together to make sure that all of the pieces are there. If you have the box, you can, it's tore up like this, you can still cut out the picture. So people could know, what that set is. If you have the pamphlet, the instruction booklet, you can stick that in there so they'll know what it looks like. Definitely on the tag, make sure you're descriptive, Lego Friends. I don't know what this one is. Beauty shop. Looks like a beauty shop. Lego Friends Beauty Shop. Or superhero, DC superhero. And then also distinguish if you have Legos, or what's the other ones that's can't think of the other it's not a Lego brand, but it's a different brand, but it's the bricks. If it's a different brand, because all of those connect differently. So if it's not a Lego brand, put the brand on there so that people will know. But yeah, these sell great. But again, you don't have to have a full set of stuff. You can just sell it as a random assortment. So, and I would just put it in a Ziploc bag and label it. So that's all of my Legos. I also have a craft kit. Craft kits have to be intact as far as all of the pieces unused. This one I've had here for a while, but the box was, it was looking like that other box. It was all like tore up and stuff, but this has never been used. The tape is still on the little plastic part keeping it together. So I found a Ziploc bag to put it all in, and I'm going to put a picture on the outside, on the inside of the bag, but of what all this can do. But this is kind of self-explanatory, but I'll still stick a picture on the bag so people can see what it is. but yeah, so craft sets, Play-Doh, slime, all of that needs to be like stuff that is unopened,
Unused.
yeah, unused. You can sell it, you can, if you have, like, we have a slime kit that was like, I don't know, 24 slimes or something. We used maybe 3 of them. So I'm gonna put those in a bag and sell those. But if they were opened and used individually, then I would not do that. All right. And then do you guys take like PlayStation games or Nintendo games?
We do.
Okay, we do too. So if you have those, just make sure that they work still. We don't take any VHS tapes, but we do take DVDs, and then the games. So those are good to sell. You can also, we've sold game consoles before. Again, make sure that they work. But those things are hot sellers as well.
And make sure you check the DVD or the game packet and make sure the actual the disc or the game DVD, whatever, is actually in there.
Yes, that's a good tip.
Because you'll be surprised. You think, oh, it should be in there. We haven't looked at it in however long, and then we open it and it's not there.
Yeah, or it's something different.
Right. Yeah, so just double check that.
Yeah, and all DVDs and things need to be kid and family friendly. No R-rated movies or adult movies. It has to be family movies. So books, we only take. I'm not sure if Ruthie, if your sales different. For books, we only take again children's books. Through teen, through teen, and then like nursing, breastfeeding books, parenting books like that, but not like self-help books. Like,
we don't do self-help books, but we do like the I guess like parenting, the how to nurse or new mom type books. But that's as close as we get to the self-help.
Yeah. So if it's related to parenting and kids, if the books are related to kids, you can sell them. But if it's, I don't know. I know Danielle Steele's probably not still popular, but Danielle Steele romance. That might be something that mom wants to read, but it's not good for. It's not.
Not for the JBF sale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then it also has to be within the last 10 years. What about it has to be within the last 10 years for us. Do you take the older books? Or it's the same?
Well, I want to say we don't, but we have had some books that are kind of like classic books that are older than 10 years, and we have had them. So we will take some that's kind of discretionary,
like general, timeless ones,
yeah. We don't take encyclopedias or what was it that came with the encyclopedia? The kids sets, what I'm talking about? What was it? Make and Do. I was trying to find the Make and Do book the other day because I was like, I remember in the summertime, I would love the Make and Do book, and I would make all kinds of crafts and stuff. I was like, my kid's about to get a Make and Do book. I could not find any. But if you want to get rid of a Make and Do book, just can't sell it at the sale because it's like really old. Holla at me. I may take it off your hands. But yeah, so stuff like that we wouldn't take. But if it's kind of like a like classic, like fairy tale, but it's kind of older, like we would maybe take that. So yeah. I think that is all that I have. I have to look around because I have stuff all around me. It's all around. But yeah, we your games and things, just make sure you use the right kind of tape. All of the pieces are there. and I'm just looking through my consignor guide just to see if there's anything else um, that we did not talk about tonight. Don't bring any half used bottles of, glue for craft things. It has to be unused.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's.
Yeah, I'm looking too. I think we've hit everything.
I think we hit everything, and yeah, all books like board books, soft books, all of those are good. Always check the recalls, the safety.jbfsale.com for recalls on all of the things. Yeah, make sure all the pieces are there. So I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we hit on everything.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that it was a quick night tonight.
It was.
Yeah. This is, like I said, this is I like tagging these things because to me it goes fast. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially
because I can like
books.
just stack them right here beside me on my desk and then just tag and move it over. But the clothes, that's when it's all over the floor and I'm digging through for what description was this? What was I thinking when I described this one? What is it?
Yes,
So yeah.
yes. But it's
But
fun.
books,
Fun
so
times.
easy.
Fun times. If you can get your kids involved, do it because it really makes a difference. It makes them get involved and get excited about the sale as well. It helps them to, kind of think about, reusing things, recycling
Right.
things.
Mhm.
And it's a way, maybe, depending on how you have decided to set things up, it could be a good thing for them to know, if they get rid of some toys, then they're able to make some money
Mhm.
and then maybe buy some other toys at the
Right.
sale. So it's really good. I know some of my homeschool moms, they use JBF to, talk about, economics and,
Mhm.
all the
Reusing
things.
things. Mhm.
Yeah, fine motor skills, cutting, tags and things. But,
Do some
they get
matching
them
with the tags, match the
matching. Yep.
item.
So there's, you can get the kids involved and have them do a lot of the things and make it fun.
Mhm.
Tagging doesn't have to be dull. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be a chore.
Right.
Make it exciting with the kids. Have them
Mhm.
putting together, like we talked about, putting together puzzles or Lego sets. My
Mhm.
kids are sick of it just because we do it year round. And
Right.
so
Mhm. Yeah,
they're like,
same with mine.
can we get a break? But it's,
But we
when,
do make a game out of the tagging. When I'm tagging clothes, I'll have all the clothes on the rack, and I'll tell Macy, go find the pink polka dot Carter's shirt or whatever. And
yes.
she'll go, and we'll how many seconds did it take you? And I'll count whatever, and then she'll be like, oh, I found that one in 3 seconds, or that one took me almost 2 minutes. And we'll make it a
Hmm.
game. But yeah, she got like yours now. Like, okay, that's enough of this. Like, because we do it, of course, like you said, year round. It's a year round thing almost for us
Yeah.
because we're always prepping for a sale. So
Yeah. So, and then, give them a break. Mine have, I've given them, I'm trying to think, I gave them a break recently. So, my daughter is actually inputting tags and things. So she can, she's pretty good. She's pretty good at pricing too. I'm like, go girl. I don't even have to always, tell her like pricing and stuff. She's like, especially on the clothes, she's pretty good at that. I'm like, okay. But after a while, they do get tired. I mean, they're children;
Yeah.
they get tired, and so giving them a couple of weeks off, and then having them hit it up again is perfectly fine. It's okay, and and then get them back into helping. So, yeah, that is it for tonight. I want to remind everybody to get your drop-off appointments scheduled if you
Oh
have
yeah.
not done that. So if you signed up for the sale, but you didn't schedule a drop-off, you're only halfway there. You still need to do that drop-off appointment.
It's a 2-step
So,
thing.
yep, 2 steps. So get that drop-off appointment done. And the giveaway for tonight is answering if you have scheduled your drop off. So it could be no, that's fine. If you haven't scheduled it yet,
That's okay.
that's okay. Put
Still
no,
answer.
but
Still a chance to win.
yeah, go ahead and get it scheduled. So yeah, and then also I'm gonna start a tagging challenge. It's gonna be launching this week in my consigner group. And Ruthie, I know you've done some tagging uh things. Are you guys gonna be doing any of those?
I can't hear you.
Uh-oh. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I was asking about we're gonna do a tagging challenge
Oh
in my
yes.
group and
Hmm.
stuff. So do you have tagging challenges coming up
Yeah,
as
we'll have a
well?
tagging challenge coming up.
Awesome, awesome,
I think
awesome.
we had a question. I guess we missed it, but someone asked, "Are the books organized for display in any specific way, or are they all mixed together?" So, we do have them by genre. So we'll have chapter books. We'll have
Mhm.
homeschool items, sets like series and things like
Yep.
that. Infant books, the soft books. So we do organize ours by genre.
Yeah. Hey, Leslie. Leslie is one of my consigners from Sugarland. So, yep. And I think last sale we went to, we had them kind of separated, like a little bit, but the last sale we separated them out more into the categories like you were talking about. So, yes, in Sugarland, we will be definitely separating out even more so, and it's easier for people to go to what they let's see, Leslie's put a little store, but it's easier for people to shop. It makes it more
Right.
shoppable for the
Hmm.
sellers, I mean for the shoppers to be able to go in and find what they're looking for.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
yep.
So we're working on it to get ours as close to a library look as possible. So yeah, we will every sale, separate it out even more.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, it's a process, and
Hmm. Yeah,
start
definitely
small and go big.
a process. Yeah.
Yep. So, any other questions tonight? Anybody else have questions before we log out? I don't see any.
Yeah, I don't see any.
Ruthie, what's next week? Do you
Next week we're doing large items.
oh,
Large
large items?
items. Maybe we have to do that one from our garages.
I know.
Live from the garage.
Live from the we might have to. My garage
Yeah.
is such a
And go
mess.
live from my shed. So yeah, I might actually have to do that.
Yes, I don't know. Yeah, that would be the we watch but we don't judge episode. We see but we don't judge because my garage is a hot mess, as is my house. But
Yeah, I
that's a
probably
whole
open my
different
shed and
story.
stuff be falling out all out in the live. Like y'all don't judge.
Yes. So yeah, next week is large items. Yeah, we have to figure out how we're going to do those
Yeah.
large items because it's too. I definitely cannot show those large items in this little
Yeah,
tiny
I cannot haul
space.
any large items through the house into the office.
Ain't happening.
I love y'all, but no.
Right. So yeah, we
We'll
have to.
figure it out.
Yeah. All right. All right, y'all. Well, if there are no questions, we're gonna log off. If you have questions, you can still put those
Mhm.
in the group, and we can answer those questions, and that way you can get your questions answered. But now is the time to be tagging. Don't wait until the last minute. Things happen,
Mhm.
things come up.
Start tagging.
Yeah, get your tagging started if you haven't started. And so that's what those tagging challenges are there for, is to help you to get motivated if you're not
Mhm.
motivated already, to get tagged and get it done. Because yeah, don't wait until the last minute. All right. Well, y'all have a good night, and if there are any questions, just drop them in the consigner groups. Okay. See
All
y'all
right.
later.